Hello. So I need to put the laundry out, my bedding. I've been low for over a month now. Not all the time, a lot of the time. Someone I talked to said it's depression, and I said it's not. I'm not diagnosed with depression. It's situational. It's having energy over a month ago, or when I turned my life around in the middle of May. But if there's nowhere to put that energy, then it fizzles out. I'm still in a better place than I was last year or a couple of months ago even, but I'm seeing patterns again, old habits that I was in control of, and now it's harder to see that control, partly because I'm not having therapy because he's away, and it's shocking to see how much I rely on that, and it was getting worse before the sessions finished because I knew he was going to get away, and then I got the dates wrong. He was away on the 15th and the 22nd. No, that's not right. No, he was away the 22nd and the 29th. 22nd and the 29th. Yeah, and not the 15th and the 22nd. Anyway, I wanted to apologize for existing, but no. I was going to make this whole apology video about stuff. And I'm sorry this channel is shit. We look at my life and we look at my creativity and my music, my videos, my art even. And I've not been on my computer since last summer. And I say I need a new desk and I need a new chair, and that's true, but I've had this desk for a long time and I used to make videos. It's because I want to do dot to dots, and I can't do a dot to dot if the desk is used by a computer because I have to move the computer. Silly reasons. So I create these barriers in my life, invisible barriers, I referred to it once, but they're real barriers, but I create them so I don't do stuff, which is kind of procrastination, but it's not procrastination because there isn't necessarily an intention to do that thing and I'm avoiding doing it. It's deeper than that. Goals are funny. And I've gone back into disliking myself because that part of me was always there. Enough of me likes myself to get acupuncture, to have therapy, to exercise regularly, to have a balanced diet, although it's not been so great this week, and I've got indigestion and I get worse anxiety because I'm worried about my diet, but I still eat fruit every day and I still eat vegetables, I suppose, but it's mainly fruit is the healthy part of my diet. Whole meal, plenty of fiber. I have a friend and we've been on and off talking, but that's most of my friendships. And I don't see that friend enough, any of my friends, to develop into trusting them and feeling okay with them. But there is no satisfaction because I can't be satisfied. So it's just the fact that I don't have a good relationship with myself means that I don't have good relationships with other people. How can that change? I don't know. Enough of me wants to build a good relationship, I guess. There needs to be enough, and I don't know if there is. But I had opportunity to kill myself, and I didn't take it. That's very dark. And I don't like people helping me. I like to be miserable, to let people know I'm miserable, to consume other people with my pain. And I've started talking to someone who actually calls me out on my bullshit, I suppose. Challenges that behaviour, which is helpful. More helpful than someone mollycoddling me. Is that even a word? I don't know. It's knowing things will get better. I mean, I was happy this morning, briefly, so it's looking at those moments of happiness, and there's a bit of it every day. I suppose we could look at YouTube as one of my friendships, one of my tricky relationships, where it was once good and then it's turned bad and I can't develop it into anything. I struggle to talk to you regularly or make it more complex. My life is very complex. It can take up to 5 years to process autism, but hopefully it won't take me that long. Because people with autism are processing issues, and if you're diagnosed at the age of 25 like I was, that's pretty heavy hitter. I always knew I was neurodivergent, but to have the big A word and not really know what to do with it, getting support from the autism service for 5 sessions, 5 half-an-hour sessions, 45 minutes, whatever. It's not enough, and she says it's flexible, but it's coming to the end now. Support from the mental health team, it's great we have an NHS, we've got to say that, but I recently got orthotic insoles, and you have to break them in by wearing them like an hour every day and then 2 hours gradually. I did a 7-mile walk in them and I had foot pain the next day, and I need to get new shoes in order to fit them, and I've been building physical resilience just wearing typical insoles that come with the trainers. They're very supportive trainers. I don't need supportive insoles, and if I want insoles for walking, like hiking, I'd have to get a specialist, and that's it. That's what makes you go, that's what makes me want to die. Because if it was just the mental health issues and the autism, I could get by, but it's my talipes, my flat feet, which results in loads of other issues. And there's issues, and they're not terrible. It's not chronic pain. I don't think, if it was chronic pain, I think I would go. I would die. It's enough pain. It's the level of pain that I get by, that is not constant, that it just is an inconvenience, which is why I haven't died, I suppose. But if I were to get cancer, I wouldn't bother getting chemotherapy. Who knows? It's a hypothetical. I'm scared of cancer. I developed a fear when a few people I knew had cancer. Well, someone I knew, someone else I knew, they knew someone, and it was in a short space of time, kind of scared me. But there's no reason I'd get cancer. But there's these weird, rare cancers, you don't know what causes it, or some other condition, and the human body is just a lottery, and the world's a scary place if you think about it. People are scary rather than the world, and the world's turning to shit because of people. And I thought of like a phrase that you get, people caring for the planet because, I forgot what it was. It was like people creating an impact on the planet negatively and positively, but I thought of it in a really good way. Like nature reserves, we're protecting the planet from people. And you'll talk to plenty of people who won't believe in climate change. It's easy enough not to believe in it. It's easy enough to believe in it. There's evidence, but the evidence is situational, circumstantial, whatever, research, experts, anything. You can apply anything to say that it's not real. You could make the biggest argument that we live in a simulation. Reality as a concept, it technically is a concept. All we see is just what our brains been given by. Anyway, that's why I started breaking stuff in May, is because I was like, it's all a lie, it's all bullshit, because so I have to not think about that kind of stuff, because reality is what it is, and what I'm alive for, and everything has consequences. I'll do something to sabotage my life and not see what the consequences are, like what happened last year, and but I was miserable before those events happened. It was building from 2022, I guess, 2023, I don't know. A couple of years of shit. And then I went on medication last summer, antidepressants, and that was pointless. And now I'm getting this low mood, and you could look into astrology and go, oh, look, it's because of this. I don't even know, Mercury. And you go, oh, I feel rotten this time every year, but no, it's because it's like it's over halfway through the year, and yet I look at the calendar, I go, what have I done? Nothing. But I'll talk to some people who work and have a busy life, but just with work, and they'll tell me, look, Tom, you're actually doing stuff, you're socializing, it's great, I wouldn't do that, you're doing these activities, and it's great to appreciate. It's great to have someone else appreciate it, I suppose, and it's great to have someone listen to me, my advice, I suppose. That gives me value, but inherently, I just need some self-love, because I'm doing all I can, I guess, but it's the biggest part is if I can have loving kindness onto myself. That would really keep me going and empower me to actually really fully respect myself, because I don't see what anyone else sees in me. I don't deserve anything good in my life, and anything that happens to me negative, I'm like, yeah, that's what I deserve.